Hello everybody, welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2, Conflux Mode Part 27. Right, so let me just sort this out. There we go. Right, yeah, during the last episode, yesterday morning, I got myself all confused about why this guy, Garvin, wasn't getting poorly and running to the toilet so we could kill him. And I'd completely forgotten that we had to make tainted fish for him, so I made some. I made a tainted stew, and now we're going to try to see what happens now. I'm not sure it'll work on Ifan because we used him last time, so he might not speak to us. So let's try it with Red and see how we get on from there.
Hello my friend. I'm so relieved now that my precious cargo has been returned to me. So very, very relieved.
Now ask him if he's still interested in the house stew.
Normally I've a hollow leg, but I'm afraid I couldn't swallow another morsel unless it were particularly...
Offer him some of the house stew.
No, thank you, but no, I'm fully fit to burst with all I've eaten, and it was all terribly uneventful. Normally I've a hollow leg, but I'm afraid I couldn't... Silver, gold, and diamonds now disposed. With friends and lovers, find your true repose. So journey forth. Hello, my friend. Normally I've a hollow. No, thank you, but no, I'm fully fit to burst with all I've eaten. And you helped retrieve my precious cargo. Normally I've a hollow leg, but I'm afraid I couldn't.
This worked yesterday when I tried it. What is going on? Maybe I loaded the wrong quick save. Let's find out. Well, this is not a good start.
You helped retrieve my precious cargo. Normally I've a hollow leg, but I'm afraid I couldn't. No, thank you, but no, I'm fully fit to burst with all I've eaten, and it was all terribly uneventful.
This definitely worked yesterday. What is going on? I think might be lowered the wrong save. Let's load that one. Here's where we left off yesterday. Head to Driftwood Square. Right, we haven't got it made. Okay, let's do this.
Silver, gold, and diamonds now disposed. With friends and lovers, find your true repose. So journey forth and tread the proper trail.
There we go. Tainted stew.
The humans must prevail. You helped retrieve my precious cargo, isn't that right? How can I help you, my friend? Normally, I've a hollow leg.
Offering tainted stew. There we go.
One more bowl won't do us any harm. It smells truly divine. And different somehow. Perhaps
Garvin tastes the stew, then begins spooning it into his mouth. He sighs with pleasure. His eyes go wide.
Oh no. Oh no. 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 Something isn't right. I need to go. I don't feel so.
Is this stall out of the open? Oh, heavens!
Alright, put a save in there. No, we got it.
Go away.
I'll stay out of there, thanks.
Devil, is this stall out of the open?
I'll stay out of there, thanks.
Out of my way. Go away.
Place smells like the gods' damn death book. I swear something must have crawled up in me and died there.
What was in that blasted stew?
Oh, it's you. Look away. You've made a dire mistake.
Oh, God, we got... Who's that we got?
What was in that blasted stew?
Connie. Oh, she's with us. Of course, we spoke to her before, didn't we?
Lucian, spare me!
No can do, chicken egg. You're not leaving my side for a while longer yet.
Oh, please, Lucian, spare me!
Glory is mine.
Oh, what? We'll let him get too close. This quest has been a pain.
Why the devil is this stall out of the open?
Oh, it's you. Look away. I'm in a rather unenviable state. What was in
Ah,
that
there we
stew?
go.
Gods, I haven't the energy for this. You want to know the truth? The old man was a fraud. Always hinting that he had an amazing stash hidden away somewhere. But you know what I found when I tasted his flesh? Nothing.
His intestines threaten you both with a high squeal.
You had to push me, didn't you? This is going to be messy.
There we go.
Glory is mine! Oh, please, Lucian, spare me! Prepare yourself!
Finally.
Why the devil is this stall out in the open?
My head hurts.
Right.
What was in that blasted stew?
Shall we go and do that quest? I think we shall. Since we spent so much time on it.
Pipe down. I'm tired of your whining.
Shush it, Hound.
Get rid of that. He gets in the way. It's nice having a big monster fighting with you, but he gets in the way all the time. Ooh, we haven't been up there. Let's go and do that while we're here as well.
Whatever happened here, it was a massacre.
Let's have a word.
I swear, I should have expected nothing less. They wander across a tragedy, and how do they spend their time? Gawking at the dead like they're nothing more than a sack of cloth and flesh to be looted. Bloody parasite. Wait, can you see me? Elves, teeth. How'd you manage that?
Explain your God walking. One of the last, actually.
The dwarf's eyes narrow, and he squares his shoulders. His hand seems to instinctively drop to his waist.
That a fact. And here I thought our darling Bishop Alexander was the only one. So God-woken are powerful, eh? Powerful enough to control mind? To force brothers to draw steel against each other?
You look at the devastation that's around you. Is that what happened here?
The dwarf nods grimly. After a long moment, he swallows and starts to speak.
We were doing some work round these parts. Smuggling, stealing, removing the odd witness. You know, bread and butter stuff. We were sitting here, eating, drinking, telling tales. When some of the lads, their eyes turned black as pitch. Next thing I know, my best mate's buried his dagger in my gut. And there's void woken everywhere you look. Them that didn't die were carried off to the cave. Might be I was the lucky one, lying there, bleeding out.
About this cave. What happened there?
Was the day I'd have to cut you just for asking. Don't suppose it makes much of a difference now. The cave was our base, where we wrecked, smuggled, and stored the loot. The entrance is through the ruins over yonder, for all the good and be swarming with Voidwoken by now.
Tell him he died a hero and so did his friends. Tell him his evil won't stand.
Kind words. But there ain't none that'll undo what we saw. Most we can hope for now is some peace in the Hall of Echoes.
What have we got? Well, we need a bedroll. Who was it didn't have one? Was it Beast? Right, you can go there, way belong. I think it was Beast that didn't have one. Keep that with me just in case. Right, I think we've got all that.
Where is his head? Where is his heart? Speak!
Tell him his apprentice is dead.
Dead! Rot taken. Buzzards use him for a latrine. His head. I want to look into his eyes. My boy is dead. My boy is dead. The snake.
Hand over Garvin's head.
He takes the head in his hands and gazes into its lifeless eyes. He tenderly strokes Garvin's head and a sad smile crosses his lips.
May maggots bugger you for all time, my dear boy. Good. Get that map of yours on hand. I've got a little something for you. Garvin took nearly everything from me, but not nearly enough. I'll show you where to look. I feel the pull of the hall. It's my time at last. Gods, I hope I'll meet my boy again. Maybe I'll get to look him in the eye when I take his head from him again and again and again.
Okay. Let's take that. And where's he marked? Oh, there it is. We can't cross the bridge yet, can we? No, we can't. So that won't be saved for later on. Right, let's get back to what we'll be doing. Which direction do we need to go in? Not that way. Not that way. Done that. There it is. What do you mean can't reach? Been down there, done that. Why don't I have the key for that? I can't remember. It's a masked servant, we don't want him.
A sinner I, but who is not? The sinner lies that they sin not. The sinner lies. And yet the boneyard's full of sinners who got their prayers, while I did not.
Very deep.
Come on, mistress. Hear me. Heed me. You've always had a glint in your eye for old Zimski. Don't abandon me now.
Zimski mutters to himself as he traces sigils in the dirt. He spies you, and a shrewd look brightens his eyes. He stretches out a hand, showing you a solitary coin on his palm.
Heads or tails?
Says bad luck to gamble on the unknown. What are the stakes?
A canny one, you are. That's what Lady Luck herself always whispered to me in the night. Much good it did me. All my life I served her, and see how it ends? In the dirt, just the same as everybody else.
Turning from you, he crouches back to the dirt. He resumes tracing esoteric sigils, his fingertips swirling through the graveyard clay.
Bend down to the dirt and copy the looping whirls he's drawing.
You seek to call her too? Oh, Lady Luck always came when I called. Till now. Now I cannot influence even a coin toss. But you... I'll wager you've more use for my gifts than I do. Here, tell me what you truly value. If my lady sees fit, I'll give you what I truly value in return.
Tell me discipline and obedience taught you the meaning of value.
Good enough.
He smiles a foxy smile. As he stabs claw-like fingers at your chest, he begins to trace sigils on your flesh. Though you cannot feel his fingers upon your skin, something inside you shifts. You feel a coldness, and a sick longing seeps into your heart.
Stand firm, allows Zemsky to continue tracing sigils on you.
He croons incantations as he works, and his voice is like the throwing of 1,000 dice inside your brain. Your body is suddenly filled with lust for coin and craving for more.
Now you feel her touch. Now Lady Luck sings in your blood as she once did in mine. And now I feel nothing.
Bye. Source portion, get rid of that now. It's worth nothing, we'll get rid of it. Poison pumpkin part. Yeah, I've got to keep the runes outside because when I try to put runes on things, it doesn't show up when they're in the bags, so it makes it slightly awkward. So we'll keep the runes out. Have we been down here? Yes. Let's back to him. I'd forgotten about this.
So still here. Like the air itself's been
Common amulet. A figurine. Backpack worth 20, we'll take it. You there? I've forgotten what it is that gets rid of petrified. So we need to get petrified off. What was it? Let me see. Armour of Frost, but I don't have it. Okay. We might have to go back and get Armour of Frost. Yes, it looks like we will.
This statue was once a living being.
Go back to Driftwood, pick it up.
Tell me, have you heard any news?
Who has that? Is it you?
Thank the divine you're here to protect us.
Glad to see you well. Anything more?
Yes, yes, of course.
Until later then.
Back for a return visit. Have at it. Got yourself situated.
Tell me, have you heard any news?
Nothing good. We're both everywhere. Thank the divine.
Need that.
Yes, yes, of course.
Yep.
Buying or selling? Capital. Good luck to you.
You don't know either. Wait a minute.
Glad to see you well. Anything more?
Your fish stinks as a void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
Kind that don't fancy starving along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, Wolf, and you let sawdust from a cell floor.
Only one person can have it. That's only got one book. Okay.
later then?
Right, who shall I give it to? Shall I give it to you?
There's a lot of calls for the junkies, Geoffrey.
Junk? Why, I offer nothing less than the wisdom of the ancients. And
Vapid fiction, along with the knowledge helping of having.
Right, lots of messing about again today. Let's split these up.
Well, isn't this rich? Cursed by a coffin and rescued by a random rube. The indignity.
She huffs in annoyance and rolls her eyes.
Oh, all this trouble, and for nothing. Never figured I'd need frost armour.
Can't you manage a decent thank you?
Oh, but do forgive me. Allow me to bow in gratitude.
She bows in insincere reverence. Her arm rests on her back, hand mere inches from her staff. She locks her eyes with yours and smiles, then unsheaths her weapon and rises from her bow.
Oh, honey, so naive. Anathema's still out there, and I'm not keen on competition, if you get my drift.
A jolt of cursed fire flares from her staff, and you brace yourself for battle.
Bring it.
Glory is mine!
Can't get behind her. remember this now. Yeah, this can get rather nasty. No blood.
To none. Glory is mine.
spirit's lip curls upwards. She opens her mouth as if to speak, but her words fade in the tomb's chill.
Focus on Spirit's lips, she cannot hear words but can't submit. Focus on Spirit's eyes, the glimmer within them may reveal a purpose.
The longer you gaze, the more your inner source churns. You are drawn into her mind, her body, her past. They are no longer hers, but yours. You sit at a fire. At your left lies a black dog, basking in the warmth. Others huddle behind you. A young elf, a grizzled dwarf, and a skeleton, an undead. You hold a parchment up to the light and point at it. It is there that anathema can be found.
Return your focus on these unfamiliar memories.
The sky is dark, and the roaring fire is now a sad flicker. The others lie around it in a circle, but you hear no snores. Their chests neither rise nor fall. Their eyelids never twitch. You look to your left. The dog's yellow eyes lock with yours, and the two of you turn from the ring of corpses. And you gasp as you are thrust into the present. You take a few deep heaves, then glance at the spirit. Her mouth continues to gabble, but you're grateful that only silence reaches your ears.
Leave the spirit be. Okay then. Oh, of course I'm frozen. I forgot about that. Said by the locals to be shard of the infamous weapon known as anathema. Perhaps even responsible for causing Johanna's Surrey's descent into madness. If the aging dowager was ever aware of the family heirloom's value, she never let on. In the months before her death, Johanna's mind was lost to hate and hallucination. She would come to mysteriously chant 213. Okay. Few sermons that remained intended. That's going to be the order of the levers. The few servants remained as they attended to bizarre beauty rituals by the 213. All in the family. Shadow Tomb Key. Where's Bone Widow? Anybody else got that? Necromancer 2. Oh, you can use it. We'll leave it. Strength, Hydrosophist, Leadership. Let's have that on.
Hurts, doesn't it? into the dark with you. Meet your maker.
You can't leave all this experience behind, can we? Right, I think we've got everything. Right, where's the tomb? Nope, not that way. Not that way. There it is.
What's above? Look at all these bones. What's this? I found something. Still sounds stuck. Must be more to it.
I've spotted something.
Ah, success.
Who shall we send in there then?
No! The door!
What was that? 213? Was it? 213, wasn't it? 2. Oh, sugar.
What did that do?
2.
What
1.
did that do? Hear that?
3.
It did something.
Nice.
Look at all this treasure. This family must have been rich.
Oh, God, I remember this. They're the main ones to take out, aren't they?
Unlike so many other spirits, this one is hardly silent. She clicks and squawks the moment you approach her, like a cornered crow facing down a hungry owl.
Are you the new son, then? A pity. Seems the standard is plummeting quickly. You brought my tea, have you?
Play along with her and hold out an imaginary cup of tea.
The spirit takes the invisible cup from you and takes a sip of non-existent liquid.
I've tasted better brews, but from the look of you, the refreshments won't be improving.
She waits a moment.
You expecting a tip? Well, here's one. Soap. Use it.
Keep your irritation to yourself and bow politely. What's this heirloom of hers you've heard about?
That old thing.
was passed to me by my father Johannius, and my father's father Johannius, and my father's 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 father Johannius. Don't know what happened to the one in the middle. Don't rightfully know what it's supposed to do. Johannius the umpteenth brought it back from Blood Moon Island. I thought it might be good for stirring stew, but the cook gave it back. Said it made her feel funny. Whatever that... Mama can good.
The spirit stands there smiling, as if she hadn't just uttered the words of demons. Luckily, you understood them. Anathema seeks blood.
Till you bring her a better cup of tea, she explains what just happened.
What just happened? You mean my display of proper posture and etiquette? The benefits of charm school, I don't expect you to qualify.
Okay.
Hurry back. The eyebrows still need plucking.
Off her trolley, I think is the phrase. All this gold. Can I move that up there? Gets in the way. Let's do it.
You feel the unusual object's vast energy before your hand even touches its smooth surface. Upon contact, the semi-transparent artifact shivers and speaks. You know this language. It is an archaic tongue, spoken only by demons for untold eons.
When as one, I am slayer of sin and the bane of the living. Restore my twin. Make me whole. In archive of old the blade resides, an isle of blood, where demons abide.
Repeat the words the spirit spoke, whatever that says.
The object speaks once more, and you consider your fortune in understanding its demonic monologue.
I'm demon true, taken to Isle of Vaults, exorcised from host most dear. The priest, Surrey by name, confined my soul to blade of glass and bone, then split in twain when madness boiled his blood. Anathema, I'm called, but only halves before you. In archives rest the blade. The path is marked. Now on to Isle embark.
The heirloom is silent once more.
Look more closely at the item.
The oblong object is crystal clear and unmarked by marks or chips. It rests snugly in your palm, as if meant to be gripped with a resolute hand.
I don't think it will, but we will.
The object repeats its cryptic remarks.
Place it in your bag. Okay. You lead the way.
What the hell? We're trapped!
You over there. Ready? And save your points. We charmed it. Arrow spray. Oh, good all. We're charming up one of those. We can.
Glory is mine.
It's a lot of turns. Whoa. Damn it, forgot. He's undead. Wow. Nick, what are you doing? Let's get him up. That armour of hers works wonders. You get to there. Mending. Everybody else is alright.
They're dead. Well, more dead.
Do we really need to loot all these? No, I don't think we do we? Let's loot the main ones. No, there's nothing forthcoming from those, I don't think. Nice, well that wasn't too painful.
This thing speaks to me. What is it trying to say?
Well, guess Abe, I'll wager this relic will turn out useful for killing somehow. Oh, sounds like the same language as a long lost password. Let you do more.
Sounds like a demon with a swollen tongue. I wonder if what's inside is as pleasant as a demon with a swollen tongue.
Doesn't make any sense. I don't want to find out if that's a warning or an invitation.
My tongue! It's speaking the language of the Eternals. I mean, it is gibberish, but such beautifully phrased gibberish.
It has a nice rhythm to it, doesn't it? Kind of like a song. Beautiful language.
Sounds like any other plea for mercy to me. Utter nonsense.
Okay then.
The lizard hums tunelessly. Not a melody exactly, but more of a meandering moan.
10 spans under, humans slept. 10 spans up, the dwarves were kept. Lizards burned in lasting flame. Elven trees towards skies did aim.
Tell us you like a song.
She looks to your left with one eye, and to your right with the other.
It helps me remember what sometimes...
Oh, we've done this.
With the innocence of a newborn,
reach out to her.
she flinches as you
Yeah.
move closer.
No
Yeah,
touching.
doesn't like it.
Riker might get mad. No work. I do it 'cause I like it. Don't cause trouble. Just dig and pluck weeds and shoo the ravens.
She shivers and whispers.
He's a powerful sorcerer. Lives here in the garden. Can take the you from you. No brain, just body. My mind isn't big, but it's still mine.
She points at her head.
The servants, they got nothing up there. Riker has it all now.
The ensuing silence lasts for several seconds, until she picks up the melody once again and turns away.
Right, is that it? For this area, I think I've done them. And where's that door? I haven't done that. Come here. A dog over there we need to speak to. We'll have a word with him as well over there.
Look out. I see a trap nearby.
If graves you dig, I'll warn you now. Beware the creak and then the click. Then comes the bang, then comes the bang.
That's what happened.
Close your eyes and listen.
Close your eyes.
The spirit's memories play out before you in darkest black. The sound alone relates the tale. A self-styled archaeologist some would call you a grave robber, you found the grave of Baron Wilmart Hogg IV. Your footsteps crunch light upon the gravel as you approach the tomb. You know that Hogg was avaricious, paranoid and cruel, and you yourself value the first of these two traits most highly. You ease your way up to the grave and run your hand around the lid, searching for a trap. You find nothing. The wind whispers in the trees and the grass rustles quietly. You slide the lid open with a creak, click. Uh-oh, you think. Bang! The silence of the night is rent with a sound of screaming. You're screaming as you burn to death.
Offer your commiserations.
Commiserations, he says. I knew the risks. If graves you don't, beware the creak, and then the click. Then comes the bang, then comes the bang! I have only one regret. I didn't get the loot, I didn't get the loot! First came the creak, and then the click. Then came the bang, then came the bang! Creak, click, bang!
Careful now.
Okay then. What do we get? That's not good, that's not good. Durability 1 of 1. Unrepairable brittle. Wonder if there's any reason to keep all of that. Well, why have you not got a thing on that?
You recognize the dog from the town square in Driftwood. The wounds from his spiked collar are healing well.
Oh, hi! You again? Everything okay? I'm much better. I like it here. Apart from the smell. But you know, the only thing worse than a bad smell is no smell at all.
Okay then. Done all that, done that. Done that. Done that. Right, where's the gate that we want? I think we did that as well. Right, quick word with Tarquin.
Ah, you again.
old Lady Surrey's tomb?
Show him the object he found. Is this what he wanted?
He places his hand on the artifact, and it drones in the demonic tongue. When, as one, I am slayer of sin and the bane of the living, restore my twin, make me whole. The object continues. In archive of old the blade resides, an isle of blood where demons abide.
It's true then. Anathema. Within reach. Tell me, is this all there was? There weren't any other curios in there?
Assuring that this object pulls with immense power, this must be what he's seeking.
Amazing. But not unexpected.
He breathes a long, lugubrious sigh.
It's time I leveled with you. This is the hand grip of the fabled anathema. A sword capable of annihilating anyone. Even a divine. Imagine it. Holding in your hand a force that could wipe away sun and shadow. A sword of life and death, miracle and sin. A sword of atonement. I can restore anathema to working condition, but this is only half of it. We still need the blade. How fortunate that the hilt has already told us where to find it. Blood Moon Island.
Reveal to Tarquin your experience with the spirit and the heirloom.
Fascinating. And it told you exactly where to find it. Histories are wildly incomplete. But now I have a better picture of how anathema came to be. An exorcised demon living in a sword of glass. The hilt was brought here by one of the many Surreys. Not surprised. None of them sound too bright. I can't imagine having even half a demonic sword around was very healthy for that feeble-minded family. They probably winced whenever a black cat came around.
Confront Tarquin, he knows the demonic tongue. We know he knows the demonic tongue.
I consider it my scholarly duty to know what I can of all that lives and unlives. Surely you of all people understand the quest for knowledge. Look, you rightfully consider me a scoundrel, but I'd rather you think of me as a lovable scamp. Or perhaps you'd rather place your trust in someone else. Maybe Dallas. I'm sure she'd love to have a weapon that can destroy a Godwoken with a simple wink and nod.
Relent, you'll find the rest of anathema.
Well, well, well. You've got spirit to go with those smarts. Blood Moon Island awaits, my friend. It's a bit of a jaunt, but this gives me time to prepare my workspace. We'll catch up in the Lady Vengeance, yes?
Tarquin doesn't wait for an answer. His attentions are already turned elsewhere.
Anything I need before you go? Need some decent two-handed stuff. Okay, I don't think he's got anything there. Can I get rid of? That. Right, so what have we got to do next then? Got to go to Blood Moon Island, like pits. Oh, we need to go into the cave. And we're nearly done, so we hopefully we'll fight some fights before we get in there. So I don't promise. I think we'll have a quick look around this area. Where are we? It's on. Yeah, I had a look myself. I had a look at what I had installed, and it was the right one. It was the latest that I put on. What I did notice though, I didn't read the instructions completely, and what I've noticed is I think this could have something to do with it. Spirit vision's on, pet power's on, that will conflict with it, won't it? And there's no way I can change that. So it looks like I'm stuck with what I'm using. Just hoping it doesn't affect any of the new encounters when we get to them later on. Oh, right, okay. Some item type change. I've got on the mod to level up items. Will that affect it? All the items level up with me as I'm going. Would that affect it? Oh, right, okay. And I did actually. I created a complete new game. I did this yesterday afternoon. I didn't bother streaming yesterday afternoon. I wanted to find out what was going on with this. And I created a new game yesterday afternoon. No bags on. Your mod on. And when I got to pick up my first staff, it was exactly the same as the staffs on this. It was no different. So I really don't know. Not that I know of, no. No, I think it was, no. I'm sure it was the right one. I will check that after though. That's the latest. Is it the latest version? That version 56. I will check it after. I'll let you know tomorrow. Version 55 is the latest. Okay. version 56 causes bugs. Right, I will check that. Make sure I've got the right one of that installed as well. I'll be able to do that. I should be able to do that later this afternoon. Well, that is me done again. We're at the hour and a half, so I'll call it there. I will check it at Zord, make sure I've got the right one installed, and hopefully, if I install the new one, will it change it? If it is wrong. Okay, that's fine. Thanks very much, mate. Alright, I shall see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, please leave a like and subscribe. I will see you all soon. This is Olgrey, signing off.